Hey guys, it's Liam Caddison here. This is going to be, of course, a different introduction. Because I could not start off this Brooklyn Nine-Nine video on the usual note, given the sad news that broke out in terms of my recording perspective yesterday, that Andre Braugher sadly passed away. And it's just really devastating because, you know, Andre's a very incredible actor, and, you know, this year we sadly lost Matthew Perry, and, you know, that was very devastating as well for me, you know, loving Friends and loving Chandler, and now we've sadly lost Andre, who is just incredible as Holt. And, you know, we are, we can, with the remaining seasons that I've yet to react to, we can, of course, cherish and embrace his incredible performances, as well as the stuff that's already happened in terms of my recording perspective. Just in case you're watching this on YouTube, I've just started season 6, but yeah, I think he would love that. And it's just devastating, heartbreaking to know that he's no longer with us, but we will remember him as being a very incredible actor. I haven't watched him on too many. This is the notable one for me, but you can tell he, even if this is your only example of Andre in terms of seeing his range or skills as an actor, you could tell he's just a phenomenal actor, because he has had so many amazing moments in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I'm sure there will be some amazing moments to come in the future episodes that I'm yet to get through. So, yeah, I just wanted to pay, you know, tribute, send my condolences to his friends, family, and even though they do fit both criterias, you know, the cast of the Nine-Nine, because I know they've been sending in their tributes. And that we're all going to miss Andre. So I just wanted to open the video like that. Like I said, I couldn't open it on my, you know, traditional way, because it wouldn't be right. And like I said, it was just heartbreaking, because I do love Holt. Andre does him, Andre is a fantastic actor, and yeah, he will be sorely missed. So I just wanted to make this little introduction video paying my tributes to a very incredible, not just actor, but I'm even though I, you know, didn't know him, I'm sure he was a very amazing person. So yeah. So anyways, let's get into this reaction.
Gobble, gobble! Tommy Gobbler's back, and he wants to hear what you turkeys
God.
are thankful for.
Charles, you gotta stop.
I'd be thankful for you to take off the...
people.
But Charles,
Gobble, dude, gobble.
gobble gobble, your tail feather is caught in the gobble door.
Thank
Oh,
you,
no.
gobble. Wait, what?
Say I'm controlling. I would say I'm type A. You should write type A there instead of controlling.
Vivid example of what evidence. Now, then on the other side, we have the Peraltas, Karen and Roger. They are perfectly normal, no known flaws. All right, fine. My dad's a selfish, drunken slut, and my mom's a flighty weirdo.
Oh, this is gonna be a disaster.
I knew you'd say that, which is why we have...
Look at the fingers spread, tensing in the shoulders. He's supporting something dense. It's a pie.
Oh my God.
Damn, that was impressive. But this is not
That's-
just any
of
pie.
course,
It's an
they're
English
gonna
water pie
nail
from the Cottage
this.
Inn in Saratoga Springs.
Is this a detective mission involving food? Hitchcock and Scully will be on it.
No family, no friends, no dinner.
That sounds really dark.
Oy.
Thank you.
Well, everyone's plans seem lovely.
Oh, Hitchcock and I didn't say ours.
How unfortunate.
The house is all clean. The wine is in the fridge. What is this picture of
Sean
Grey
Loki came out there from Kevin.
Water? Why don't we just get comfortable? My dad is just...
Hey, Care Bear,
Oh,
which
no.
pants do you think?
Oh, no.
The Santiagos are here. Feliz Thanksgiving. How was the trip
Why does he
in? The flight must
sport
have been
like
awful.
Dad?
a Michael Sheen
Just pause
approach?
on that.
Where then all will be forgiven. Smart. Oh. You know I would never forgive you. But you're dumb if you think I won't get to the bottom of this. Everyone here is a suspect.
Oh, it's personal. Just get Hitchcock and Scully on the case. They will
We all saw your dad's
solve it.
All relationships have rough patches, right, Camilla?
No.
Jake.
Ouch.
Hair. We all have hair.
My hair's been doing numbers today, apparently.
Dad, none of that makes everyone happy and have fun all the time.
Oh, no.
Who wants some alcohol?
Oh, shit.
Thank you very much, David. That'll be all.
I mean, alcohol doesn't make everyone happy. You could be a depressed
There's no
drunk.
prints on the box. Tell him what you did.
I didn't do it, Kevin.
Don't you say his name. No, Terry, I'm not mad at you.
Looked him in the eye, though.
You just got hungry. And that's the most natural thing in the world.
I didn't take your pie.
You're lying! If you're so innocent, where were you when the pie went missing?
I was at the grocery store buying.
In here all day if necessary.
Damn.
We need the room to question someone about the Red Hook homicide.
Oh, no problem. We'll be right up.
I feel like this is all pointing towards Kevin.
An alarm clock. Ah, I get it. So a riddle is just like a fact that's told in a really confusing way.
Fly with solid footage from the water fountain. The crumb consistency was dry. Whoever ate it's going to be thirsty.
Now, what kind of crimped edge are we dealing with here? U-shaped or V?
I don't know.
Well, then get on the damn phone and find out.
This is scary, but this is amazing.
Emily, and allow me to be the first to say that we love you. To Jake and Amy, congratulations.
To Jake and Amy.
Get Amy.
Thanks, Dad.
I like to go again.
Oh, God. Oh, they're
Goes without
competing.
saying I love you both.
You didn't say
And I
it.
just like to add.
Oh,
anything
boy.
you
Here
ever
we
need,
go.
Grandfather's watch. You are now a Santiago.
I would like to
Wow!
pay for the wedding. Amy,
What?
you are now my daughter.
What the
To Jake and
fuck?
Amy.
Oh, no.
Oh,
There are
no.
downsides to alcohol.
Who would have thought?
Well, I've never said that before. Amy, you come with me. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is worse than my 6th birthday party when I caught my dad making out with a female clown in the bounce house. God, my dad is the worst.
he's ruining
my
the whole
God.
day.
Oh, no.
But, you know,
I checked into your alibis, or should I say, aliblies. Diaz, if you were changing the oil on your bike for your big ride up the coast, then tell me, why is your tank only half full?
You dipsticked my bike?
That's not all I dipsticked. Mr.
Oh,
Fit.
my- what
Or shall I
the
call you by
fuck?
your real name, Mr. Fib? I find it
Oh,
quite
my
odd that you were building up an appetite at the gym.
Spending it alone, spending with my family. We're seeing the new Minions musical on Broadway. And I wasn't putting oil in my bike. I was picking up these matching t-shirts for my whole family.
Oh, God. Is it a
I
Minions?
missed my family a lot when I was in prison, and we've gotten really close again. I was embarrassed about how pumped I am to see them.
Okay.
Buttered noodles.
And perhaps my walnut pie?
I wish. He hates nuts. My son is a basic bitch.
So none of you took my pie.
Kevin, you're going to want to see this.
It was Kevin. It was
So we
Kevin.
expanded the search radius. Take a look.
My pie. It wasn't even eaten, just thrown away.
Hey, Roger, you like jokes. Here's one. I'd hate to be a passenger on one of your flights if you fly as slow as you cut a turkey.
Riddle me this, Victor. Who sucks at carving turkey thinks the rum is good when it's bad? You.
Oh, my
What's up,
God.
Jake?
Did you put your stuffing in my ceramic?
I thought it was a bull. It's art. Es un cuenco.
You've ruined my art.
She said it was a bull, but she didn't know I understood Spanish.
Very impressive. You learned that from one of your mistresses?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. Sounds like someone's jealous. I bet you never even had sex.
Oh,
What the
I've had sex.
We don't look down on other people. I mean, you come into our home and you act like we're idiots. Well, we're not idiots. In fact, I just cut my thumb off.
I was gonna
just
say
cut
he's
my
gonna.
thumb
Oh my God! Oh my God! I was gonna say they're gonna cut each other. They're gonna cut something in a minute, and then he just cuts his thumb off.
corpse.
What?
One in Atlanta, one in Newark, one in Dallas, Fort Worth, all the hubs.
Okay, we have to get him help right now. He can't die. I've got to hear more about this.
It's a holiday, but understaffed. We'll get to your father eventually.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Help now. You know who this man is? Captain Roger Peralta.
You always throw away garbage. It is? There's only one thing I still can't figure out. Why'd you do it?
Because it's disgusting.
Oh, my.
That pie is an abomination. It has beef suet and apple seeds in it. Why? It's a walnut pie.
Wow.
If we brought that to my family's house, they would have said something. I was trying to protect
He
you.
didn't want to be embarrassed.
Tell me the truth.
Oh, are you done? That seemed like a really mean place to stop, but you're taking a long pause.
When we all together, huge mess.
There you
I can't
go.
tell you how many holidays I spend in a year. But that's what it means to have a big family. Like this one.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, green in.
Jake,
Don't you love this? There you go, the hook. The dad hook.
Best Thanksgiving ever.
Yay!
Dad, your gown's riding up.
Oh, God.
It's out!
Oh,
It's out!
Oh, bloody heck. But the dad hook happened, so... And this was, you know, wholesome, not just, like... Yeah, I mean, they've got to, I guess, get connected, really, in terms of, you know, both families uniting, etc. So, yeah. And... Like I said, I mean, I suspect that the wedding is happening this season, so I think it's probably for the best. Hey. It's probably for the best, really, especially during a Thanksgiving, because we often do touch upon the Thanksgiving kind of themed episodes for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And, you know, with family playing an importance in Thanksgiving, it's probably for the best to have this atmosphere where you try to unite both sets of parents, really. So, yeah, and it was just very, very fun to see all of the kind of shenanigans that went down, especially with both dads just competing against one another. There was that little bit of insecurity. We will disregard what Roger said in regards to feeling insecure about, you know, Amy's dad seeing his penis, but you know, just in general, really, it does seem like both sets of parents have two different kind of lifestyles in terms of that luxury, because there was that judgment, even especially between the two different sets of mothers, really. There was that judgment in terms of, like, and then it transpired in terms of, do you want to get on that? It then transpired into an argument about, you know, paying for the wedding and all of that. But, I mean, this is a very, very important endeavour in terms of, like, uniting and getting to know, because both Jake and Amy do love each other. And they even had their little squabbles, of course. I guess, like all families do, really. So, yeah. But they even had their little bit of squabbles. And... yeah, but it was very, very... It was very, very great to see, you know, things go down, because, you know, both sets of parents are going to be different. Because I don't think we have seen Camilla before. I'll take that, thank you. I don't think we've seen Camilla before, but we have seen, you know, the rest of both Jake and Amy's, I guess, parents, really. So, yeah. But yeah, it was still really, really great to see, you know, things play out between the different characteristics of both fathers. Like, it was essentially both fathers, you know, squaring it off, like, especially when they were trying to one-up each other, like, in terms of welcoming both Jake and Amy to the family. Like, especially with Roger, with the fact that, essentially, he took what Amy's dad said and then just added a sprinkle bit more on it. So yeah, and then when it came to the turkey carving, it was going to be a recipe for disaster, wasn't it? So yeah, And of course, with what happened to Roger, I had a feeling someone was going to cut something. Someone was definitely going to cut something, and it wasn't going to be the turkey. It was going to be like, oh, I just cut my hand off or something like that. So probably not as drastic, because that's a lot more drastic than cutting your thumb off. But it was not going to go down swimmingly with the way that they were both sparring off against each other and everything, trying to compete and all of that. So yeah. But yeah, who would have thought that drink, doesn't always bring positives, right? So, yeah. But I really loved it, though. It was a really, really good opportunity in terms of, with Jake and Amy. They've both got they've both got like parents that do bring that little bit of like rivalry, etc. But it's not always going to be there's always going to be squabbles, to be fair, that might potentially arise. I mean, you want that perfection, but I think with both sets of parents, they're far from perfect, really. You do want a very, very functional, cohesive, and just wholesome, family union where nothing problematic happens, etc. But like even in where you even if it's just focusing on a singular family, like if for example, because I'm gonna use this example considering the fact that Jake has found out that he has a bit more in terms of family, but it's like if Jake brought his family, there's gonna be arguments aplenty there. Just within that family alone. So, little squabbles and all of that will happen from time to time. Like even with Jake and Amy in this episode, they had their moments, behind the curtain whilst shit was going down. They had that moment where they both squabbled, but they do love each other at the end of the day. And I think the most important thing is that both Jake's family and Amy's family are very receptive, and yeah, so it's not like they're wanting to rip each other's throats out and I can't stand it. But they are more embracing and all. We even got the dad hug at the end. So I think with this episode they had that idea of I think they really hit the nail on the head in terms of the idea of just embracing both families together. So they, even though that Jake and Amy are yet to marry, of course, they essentially became family. So yeah. It was really, really good for, Jake and Amy getting that bond going. So yeah. But it was also great to go into the B plot as well. Like I really, really loved that whole situation that went down in regards to the pie and everything. So yeah, just before I do delve into that, I did forget to mention about how Roger does look. I don't know, for some reason he kind of is like, because his hair's a bit different now. He is giving me Michael Sheen vibes for some reason. So yeah, but yeah, with the pie, with Piegate, I guess you can call it. Yeah, Piegate. Yeah, it was a very, very interesting dilemma in regards to that scenario, because I fully believed that Terry, Rosa, and Boyle, they were all innocent. They didn't do anything in regards to sabotaging the pie or whatever. So, yeah. Obviously, it would be very understandable for Holt to initially turn a blind eye to Kevin. Kevin could not do that, so yeah. But, it was just very, very great when it came to the interrogation room, of course. And then when he banded all three suspects in the office, it was just great. Like Aleb lies. That was just iconic from Holt. He just has these moments where he just flourishes when it's something, I guess, personal, and he just goes very, very extra, and it's just very, very fun stuff to see. Just try to break down each suspect in regards to, with the help of Hitchcock and Scully. We'll get onto that in a moment. But yeah, just try to break down with everyone's plans and all of that, and finding out the truth. Which bear no resemblance in regards to solving the pie situation, but it did expose some very, very discomforting truths for the characters personally, because with Rosa, of course, there became that emotional vulnerability. So yeah, and the shirts and all of that, it's not something she wants to flaunt in public. And then you've got Terry. I guess you've got Terry and Boyle really suspecting that they're terrible fathers, really. So yeah, more so with Terry, considering the fact that he forgot it was his kid's birthday, and he didn't get the toy that she would have wanted. So yeah, and then Boyle, of course, he's just trying to, because isn't this his first Nicolaj's first Thanksgiving? I think it's his second, but still, you want to create that perfect atmosphere, and then, it doesn't help for Charles that he called Nicolaj a basic bitch. What the wow. But yeah, it was very, very fun stuff, and just getting Hitchcock and Scully involved in this was just perfection, because when the pie went, you saw them just having big brain moments. So, yeah. And this is it, though. Like, when it comes to something food-orientated, they are on this so heavily. So, it's just so fun to see, because obviously they are regarded as the joke and all of that. But there are moments when it comes to something like they do have their moments to where they do shine, where both of them do shine outside of food. But when it comes to something like this, it is just like big brain moments. So but it's great that Hall, I guess, knows where to look really in terms of like something like the pie situation. Hitchcock and Scully, fundamental. So yeah. But yeah, that was really, really fun stuff. So why don't we get into the next episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It is time to go into episode number 8. So with that said, let's go.
Cujo.
Jake and I really bonded over Skyfire. Watch this. Favorite moment in the series? The summoning of Bella Castro.
Oh,
Second
look,
favorite?
they announced.
The Scarlet Feast. Third favorite? When you thought Kalar had been swallowed by the Norlith.
Oh my god. Perfectly in sync. It's scary.
Ideas, and honestly, Wikipedia. I always try and pull from life. Queen Tiffany, of course, was named after a lovely hostess that I met in Bonita Springs in Florida.
I've always wanted to write a book myself, but all I know about is cops, and there are literally no more. Father, detective, painter, dancer, and you're so jacked you have muscles on your back.
Everyone has back muscles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but like they're more spontaneous, I guess.
You're great at everything. You're probably great at writing too.
I'm not showing Paul off my book, okay?
All right.
I get it though, Terry.
Here he comes. Now just drop it. Yes. Taught by Dr. Ronald Yee.
He revolutionized the field of forensic entomology. He is a rock star.
Oh, please. Rock stars wish they were he. The man can tell how long a corpse has been decomposing just by studying the maggots inside. I'd like to see Barbra Streisand do that.
Not sure Barbra Streisand counts as a rock star, sir.
She sings in English. That's right.
But whenever we have a speaker come in, you kind of tend to always derail these things with personal stories.
That's how I learned.
They don't
I
want
relate
to
course
sabotage
material to my experiences.
Subjective learning. Millennials.
I know it's important, so I promise I won't tell any stories.
Cousins, right? Okay, before we get technical, let's talk a bit about the history of blood. Does anyone here know any hemophiliacs?
No.
They played a vital
He's
role
gonna
in the development
crack.
of modern forensics. Them and leeches.
My cousin Torvald was a hemophiliac and his wife is a leech farmer. I say what?
Script. So you admit you did it. Well, that was easy.
But no, someone stole my manuscript, and I know who it was. DC Parlov.
Oh my god, they're both going.
Sword.
the exact same no
They're both going at each other's throats.
We buried my Nana Boyle at the family farm, but because of the soil's high salt content, she turned into jerky. Never mind, please continue.
We only need one person per group.
No
Have a
filter.
plaster cast made of their head.
Will he or she be able to speak?
Not while the plaster's on, no.
I can get you too. I mean, I know the.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. My hopes are up.
All right, buddy.
Oh, poor
I couldn't
Terry.
sleep last night, so I started reading Terry's book, and it's terrible. I made him show it to Parlov. He's gonna be humiliated.
Relax, how bad could it be?
So bad. And I'm entertained by everything. I once went to a play.
So what are you gonna do about
Oh,
Parlov?
no.
I don't know.
Terry.
How to do...
It becomes impossible to remove the mask without literally skinning the subject alive. It takes 5 days for the plaster to slough off on its own.
And what became of the lab tech?
Oh, I fired him. It was an unacceptable level of incompetence.
Huh, what a satisfying conclusion to that story.
No.
Boyle, a mistake was made and we can't remove your mask yet.
Shit.
We're gonna leave you in here.
Oh, no, Captain. He seems pretty upset.
Hold on.
Oh no, did you
Look
destroy?
Yes, you're welcome, Boyle.
I don't understand. Why do you think I would...
Wonderful.
Yes, sweets?
Did you sleep with DC Parlov and Landon Lawson?
Wow. Wow.
Why would you do that? You've
Wow.
ruined our marriage. You've ruined it.
You know, this seems like a conversation for just
So
you
we can
two.
rule him out?
So, here comes a child.
Daddy, are you getting divorced? Are they getting divorced?
Boy, that was a kind of awkward.
Terry, no. I didn't hate it. I liked tons of parts.
Name one. Name one part you like, Jake.
The ending.
I didn't draw that. It was a map of the Chesapeake Bay with the name slightly
poor
changed.
Terry.
Oh my God. You made me show Parlov.
Oh. You really? I would have thought you'd be flush with cash from the Skyfire TV series. Oh wait, that's right. The CW passed.
How's the Shadowbringers film coming along? How evolved?
Surprising.
All right,
Surprising.
Let's go with the plan.
Okay.
Look, all you need are welding goggles.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Shall we to battle?
Mask on. Get mask on.
Damn. Look, Terry's ripped. Holy shit.
Came off quite easily and run out.
It was urgent police business. Bunch of kids are being held hostage, so he had to go deal with that.
Oh, well, if you need to leave,
Family
provide him with
emergency.
backup.
No,
The
it's
children
a
can
teachable
handle
moment.
You should have gone with family emergency.
Your
He
husband's
loves
on
his
the
family.
phone. He wants to know how long you're going to kiss for tonight.
Would you excuse us for a moment?
NYPD, let me see your hands.
What's going on?
It looks so much like
Doesn't
Legolas.
have the briefcase. I got the wrong color.
I have eyes on him.
Take him down.
Wrong color.
Oh my god, that was
Boyle, not in the
such
interrogation.
force.
He couldn't have gotten.
What am I supposed to do now? Write another compendium of beasts? Do you have any idea how hard it is to find enough interns to slap that crap together? God.
Wow.
Don't
wow.
worry about him. At least we got...
Because Lawson and Parlov stole their own books.
Well, they stole their own books, it's plain to see, but
Yeah,
it
we
was all
get
in
it.
the case the Addams family. Terry is Gomez, I'm Cousin It. You are Wednesday, let's do this. Okay, we
Yes, Rosa's Wednesday, definitely.
Unless, is it possible Parlov actually likes Sarge's writing?
I was gonna
Here's the
say
first sentence.
maybe, but
Yep, Parlov did it.
Very much so. Now I have to tell Sarge that his fantasy novel stinks. This is the hardest part of being a cop.
I mean, didn't you
Other
anyways?
issues, genetic disorders.
And my cousin Donna has a genetic disorder
Oh,
where her
God.
lips are made of cartilage, meaning her mouth is technically a beak.
I don't see how that pertains to
No,
anything.
let him talk. I want to hear it. Boyle, tell us about your cousin's beak.
Well, she runs marathons
May
to
as
raise
well.
money for other...
Are you a better cop now than when you started? Nope, wasn't talking to you.
Yeah. I look back at my old cases and I can't believe how long it took me to figure things out.
Yeah, but you worked on it, and you kept working,
You
and
can
now,
work on
12
being a
to
writer.
40 years...
Claire Esselgorn didn't start writing the first Crimson Portal novel until she was 60. Started reading it because the character looks like me. I kept reading it. It's so good.
Rosa,
There you
did
go.
get hooked,
A
you big
hook.
nerd. I don't know. I mean, he's such a bad guy. Do we even like his books anymore?
Oh no.
Sharpen your swords and
Oh
straighten your
god,
body to beat the
yeah, there we go. Whilst Rose is just reveling in her new hobby, right? You know what, that does it though, like especially with Terry. You just gotta keep developing and all of that, just because you might start it off a bit doesn't mean that... Okay, well, you should stop there. So, yeah, because you can get better. I mean, as... you know what? I'm going down the Boyle routine, and you just reverberate. Although, then again, he just reverberates about his family. Like, my cousin, Donna. No, I was gonna, like, spin this around to me because, you know, I know I've done some writing and all of that. And looking back at when I first started, you know, especially with my audio series, you know, things could have been a bit better. But I'm still proud of the journey, and I think that's the thing. You got to keep going and all of that. So, yeah. But that was pretty great. It was interesting to bring back Parlov again. So, yeah, and it came to the point where, of course, they stole each other's scripts just for that, you know, notoriety, I guess. So, yeah. But, yeah. Really great stuff, these 2 episodes. That came to a really fun episode. So, yeah. Maybe not as impactful, I would say, as... the last episode, but it was pretty good stuff to see. Gives Terry a bit of a boost, especially if, you know, maybe his first book wasn't stellar or anything. It gave Rosa a bit of an understanding of not knocking before you try, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty great stuff. Yeah, I just had a bad feeling that Parlov and I guess Lawson that they would both be up to some, you know, bad shenanigans, and of course they had to leak their own stuff in order for that, like, that notoriety. But yeah, like, given, you know, considering the fact that Parlov is, you know, appeared before in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah, you just had a bad feeling that, you know, some shenanigans would come about, because he wasn't really a good person, and that fact still maintains weight in this episode, given the fact that, well, they both leaked they both leaked their own stuff, should I say. And, you know, it instigated a situation where they wanted to point fingers at each other, trying to ruin, well, they did ruin some aspects because of the fact that there was that other writer, because both of them, both Parlov and Lawson, slept with that other writer's wife. So yeah, but they tried to ruin each other, and it was, yeah, they did technically ruin each other through their own clumsiness, I would say, especially if you're not going to delete a browser history. Come on. It's just sitting there right in the open. But I did like how Terry wasn't gonna be blinded again, because like I said, with Parlov, there is that little bit of history in regards to how he's not really, you know, the best of people. So yeah, with the fact that Terry, you know, was very cautious. I mean, he was very warmed about the idea that, you know, Parlov might be a better person, but it's that situation of, I'm not taking any chances because I was blinded last time, and I'm not going to be blinded again this time, so I'm not going to take any chances, and you know, the truth does hurt. So yeah, but that's it though. I guess the truth did hurt for Terry, because but it's also very encouraging, I would say, in terms of, like, Jake's words, because yeah, he might, you know, when it comes to writing and all of that, you might have this, of course, bias when it comes to, you know, I think the way it's turned out is pretty great. And then you have other people who obviously weren't involved in the writing process they will absorb this, and they might not think as positively as you. So yeah, but like I said, with Jake encouraging Terry at the end there, it's really great stuff, because yeah, not everyone's going to get it right the first time around. Like I said, when it comes to writing and all of that, I mean, I'm not going to be perfect, far from it, and I like to I share Terry's enthusiasm when it comes to writing because as someone who does my own audio stories and all of that, it is such a buzz. But I'm not going to get it right all the time, am I? So yeah, and the only thing you can really do is keep going at it, and you will see progress. Like for example, I mean, this could be the bias speaking, but I do feel like I have improved over the years in terms of writing. Looking back at how I first started to where I am right now, there was I do sense a bit of growth in regards to how far I've come. So the good thing for Terry is he can keep going at it because there is no like I don't know indication on okay, you should be a good writer at this age. It's whenever you are able to crack it it doesn't matter how old you are. You just got to keep trying and trying and trying until you do crack it. So like I said, it's a way that Terry can keep going and keep having a crack at it, and never give up, never give in, so never back down, never what. But yeah, I really thought that was a very poignant message at the very end there from Jake to Terry. It was also great to have Rosa being involved in this as well. You could have just had Jake and Terry, and you could have done a little bit of a rehash in terms of just them two being involved in Parlov's situation from last season. But we had Rosa get a bit of an appreciation, really, of something that she dismissed instantly. But by the end of things, Rosa was very reluctant. So yeah, and it was really great stuff. Like I said, in regards to Rosa, she managed to give a bit of an open mind to being embraced with this fandom. Of course, there was a little bit of a hook about the character resembling her. So yeah, but sometimes that's not bad, really. Sometimes there is something that might compel you, whether it's this has a lot of aspects of Doctor Who, you might like it and all of that. Whatever compels you, it doesn't matter really in regards to if it's this character looks like you, etc. If you're gonna, it can still be a valid way to enter this fandom and appreciate what is I guess behind the curtain further. That's it with Rosa. She saw a character that resembled her, took an intrigue, and then whammy, she ends up loving the book that she's reading. So yeah. Yeah, and I also really loved the whole shenanigans that went down with Amy, Holt, and Charles. Poor Charles, of course, with the cast on his face, of course, and how Holt and Amy they botched it a bit. So yeah, might not have succeeded in the thing that they were partaking in, but yeah, it was a little fun thing that was happening in the background of things, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, but yeah, overall these two episodes were pretty fun. Season 5 is just continuing to be a very amazing journey so far. So yeah, and I don't know, I am getting a bit of a stronger, I don't know, just in general with this season and how it's faring overall. Because we're not that far off from hitting the halfway mark. After the next two episodes, we'll essentially be there. But so far it's just been very solid stuff, and I feel like we've just had a very strong season so far. So of course I'll be excited to see what's going to come around for the second half of things. But with the fact that we're 8 episodes in for season 5 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's been pretty supreme so far. So yeah, I am really gelling a lot to season 5. I'd say more so than I have so far than any other season. Which, you know, isn't a bad thing to say about the other seasons, because they've all been enjoyable, but this one has just upped it a notch, and it's just been a very great journey so far, so yeah. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time.